with a just put your get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here, yeah. I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my modest attire. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pool pit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to find.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us north of the border in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Blues of Toronto. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Toronto. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And see, when you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Geno down to throw. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Geno. The 20. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Ready? Unlock line! Unlock line! Ready, right?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And marking down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about the Seahawk defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And this is where we talk game.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 61 yards. And the Blues respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And got his man complete. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, Smith. Under pressure, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing now is Geno. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. He's got him in, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
19 tight, 19 tight. Hurry, hurry.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Smith. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. And
They'll motion McLaurin left. On first down, it's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Smith on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. They just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Smith now to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action. It's Smith. Going right back to Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks first down.
To throw is Smith. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This taken in right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Finding Metcalf on the comeback route. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Running right, here's Walker. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Come on.
2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Let's go now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready.
They'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot here before break. Smith. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a handoff running through the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to...
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Blues are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 6.
Now Geno on 1st down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now Smith going to change the play. Straight ahead, Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. On 2nd down, here's Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Terry McLaurin from 13 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Seahawks 21, Blues 14.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Blues are an extra point away from evening this one up.
But I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. the teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Terry McLaurin, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll motion McLaurin left.
Hey, on turbo.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. Throws right side, and that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Seahawks 28, Blues 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
Panther Street.
24-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. he is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give for Walker running right. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Smith. This is the tight end Fant. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Back to throw, Smith. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. This to make it a 2-score game. Myers' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Smith. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lose 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready, ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A gain of 3, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Ready, set.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Roll. On the ball, now.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 111 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Go.
Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Blues have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, here we go, hey.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Throwing now, Smith. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf And the Seahawks extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have it just